What if I told you that your sleek, ultra-comfortable Nike sneakers, those that power your morning runs and elevate your street style, are the result of an intense, high-tech, and sometimes even controversial manufacturing process? Hold on to your shoes, because by the end of this video, you'll never look at your Nike kicks the same way again. But before we dive into the state-of-the-art machines and human craftsmanship that make your sneakers possible, there's one shocking truth you should know. Nike's factories aren't just about automation and precision. They're about speed. Insane speed. Nike produces over 1 million pairs of shoes a day. But the real question is, how do they do it this fast without compromising quality? And more importantly, is there something they're not telling us? Let's find out. The manufacturing of Nike shoes. Before a single shoe is made, there's a rigorous design phase. Nike's research team studies everything, from how your foot lands to the tiniest shift in your weight while walking. Ever wondered why Nikes feel so comfortable straight out of the box? That's because they use pressure mapping technology to identify exactly where support is needed. But here's where it gets crazy. Nike spends millions on testing before a shoe even reaches the factory floor. And yet, despite all this precision, not every design makes it. So, what happens to the designs that do make it? Get ready, because now we're entering the factory. Nike's factories are a mix of man and machine. Robots handle cutting and gluing with laser precision, while skilled workers stitch and assemble the upper part of the shoe by hand. But don't be fooled. This is not a slow, delicate process. Nike uses heat and pressure techniques that literally fuse materials together in seconds. Why? Because traditional stitching takes too long. Imagine an assembly line so fast that a shoe goes from raw material to ready to ship in under an hour. And here's a wild fact. Nike's fly-knit technology is woven by machines that create an entire shoe upper without a single stitch. That's efficiency on steroids. But speed isn't the only factor, because now we get into something that could make or break your Nikes. Here's the part Nike doesn't advertise as much. Before hitting store shelves, every shoe goes through a brutal flex test, where machines bend and twist them 40,000 times to mimic years of wear. And that iconic Nike Air unit, it's pressure tested up to 70 pounds per square inch to ensure it won't pop under stress. But not every shoe passes the test. Some are too weak, too stiff, or just plain defective. And here's something you didn't expect. Those rejected shoes? Some get recycled, while others mysteriously disappear from production records. Wait, where do they go? We'll get to that soon. But first, we have to talk about the final step. Once a shoe passes inspection, it's time for branding. This is when the legendary swoosh is heat-pressed onto the shoe at a blistering 400 degrees Fahrenheit. And let's not forget the packaging, because Nike's minimalist box isn't just for looks. Nike optimizes box design to reduce wasted space and lower shipping costs, saving millions annually. But before you lace up your fresh kicks and flex on the street, there's one last thing you need to know, because some Nike shoes never actually get sold. The hidden side of Nike. Remember the shoes that failed inspection? Most are ground up and turned into new materials through Nike's Ruza shoe program. But some disappear into the gray market where unauthorized sellers get their hands on factory rejects. Ever seen a pair of Nikes online for half the price? There's a reason. And here's the scary part. These factory rejects can have structural flaws, meaning you might be running on a time bomb without even knowing it. So, next time you buy a pair, ask yourself, are you really getting the high-performance sneaker you paid for? Or just another discarded experiment from the factory floor? So, what do you think? Does knowing how your Nikes are made make you appreciate them more? Or does it make you question what you're really paying for? Let me know in the comments.